I actually liked the way Supergirl came across in Superman James Gunn style. I really liked the character. Thought it was interesting. A little more of an irreverent, not so serious, playful Kryptonian character. And this is a take on Supergirl that I actually like. And I like that Krypto is her dog and she's just doing her thing. I know that Jason Momoa is in there. I did the trailer before, did the reaction to that. That was the teaser trailer. And of course, some of the ideas I got were from the James Gunn Superman movie. But now I'm getting the official trailer for Supergirl and get to react to it. This is what we do here at Show vs. Business. We talk about the ins and outs of what we're seeing in these trailers, what we're getting it from Hollywood, what they're telling us, what they're trying to show us. And we discuss it a bit on the creative side and the financial side. And this one's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, and then I'm going to come back afterwards and have a little more discussion about what I thought of this official trailer and what we can maybe learn from it. Get it at me in the comments, but in the meantime, this is the Supergirl official trailer from DC and Warner Brothers, and we are starting right now.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back.
Hello, light.
I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people.
Oh, I'm a lonely girl in space. I like
Almost
this though.
wherever you are, buddy.
Yep, there's the styling. I love it.
Krypto and I at least had each other. Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The dog.
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
Can't save the dog.
He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
Man. Not the dog,
Crime of the Yellow
heartstrings.
Who murdered my innocent family.
Just
Bad
do what
guy
I say
Just not look.
and don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain. A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
The girl and her dog.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Huh. You know what? I am pleasantly surprised here. I did not think I would be that into the homegirl, Supergirl. But nevertheless, everything I'm seeing, I'm liking it more and more. And listen, I'm not always in line with James Gunn's style, and I know it's not written by him, and it's not directed by him, but they're following his stylistic vibe. Craig Gillespie is the director, and Anna Nogueira is the writer. I'm not familiar with either of those. I believe I know some things that Gillespie has done. Let me make sure I look this up. Craig Gillespie. Let's see what he's done. If you're fans of these characters, let me know. Because not the characters, these producers, these writers, because I want to know what some of these people do. And I usually don't jump into the people who made it like this, but for some reason, I think I want to understand a little bit more about why this is feeling a certain way. And Dan Gillespie, only known for Intractable. It's the same guy? Craig Gillespie, what the heck? I don't know why I searched and some Dan Gillespie showed up when I searched for Craig Gillespie. Alright, Craig Gillespie, right. Known for I, Tanya, The Finest Hours, Lars and the Real Girl, Fright Night. You know what? This is part of me understanding a little bit more about what James Gunn is putting together with his DCU. These characters really aren't based in superhero lore. They're not based in what you would expect. So, previously as a director, he's directed Dumb Money, a TV miniseries called Mike, an Apple iPhone waiting room short, Beyonce times Verizon, TV series called The Better Sister. Oh, Cruella. Okay. He's director for Cruella. That makes sense. The director for Farmers Insurance, Monsterfoot. The director for the Kid Cudi No One Believes Me music video. That makes sense. Fright Night. That makes sense. So the reason I went on that little tangent is because I'm noticing how, as I said, James Gunn is putting together this vision for his future. The future studio of DC, right? It's a little more, if you know any Hollywood baseball that's going on, be sure to let me know. But he's constructing this universe that's multi-faceted in their talent pool, where it's not like, hey, I only do kung fu action movies. Hey, I only do period dramas. Hey, I only do, romantic comedies. He's picking people with a wide variety of talents that can come together and produce a unique vision. That I really respect, because from this I get vibes of, and obviously James Gunn was from, Troma Studios and did a lot of interesting things along the way before getting into the whole superhero thing. But that's part of the vibe, and he's pushing that down across the studio. So I may have to go back and look up some interviews with Craig Gillespie to see what he's doing. He's a producer, director, writer. Definitely has been around doing his thing, and he's Australian. Okay. Born and raised in Sydney, Gillespie moved to New York City at the age of 19 to study illustration, graphic design, and advertising. You see, that's what I'm talking about. And once in a while, you start to really make these things happen, push people into a different genre, a different mode, a different flow, and see what happens with them. And you get something good out of it. So I like what this is doing. I like to feel okay, let's get back to the trailer here. So this trailer, the first thing I really started to notice was the touching idea of that core story we were talking about. A girl and her dog. She's alone. We get the theme going on. Alone in outer space, floating, nothing but me and my dog, and just some good times. She even says, I have no people. She doesn't want to do the thing with Clark, where Clark is just, hey, I'm out here with my whole planet. I'm an alien here, but I'm making it work. She's like, you know what? That's your thing, man. I'm not about that kind of deal. And that's good. You need that kind of opposing character to portray a different vibe. And I think Supergirl does that very well. And definitely separates her from Superman, which I think the trailer did a good job of this, where it's like, hey, I'm a totally different character, and with good reason. I'm not just a knockoff. And I never like knockoffs and hand-me-down characters and wannabes that fill a role. Like, hey, I'm Superman, but I'm a girl. Hey, I'm this guy, but I'm black. No, it's hey, I'm that's kind of identity. There isn't that much creativity in identity entertainment to me. I think all of these different characters and us as humans have so many different stories we can tell, that we can tell them uniquely and strongly without having to just do Superman in a skirt. And I hate to even say that, because it takes away from the idea that this is a character all of her own, strong personality, a completely different angle. And it was, I think, brilliantly brought in with Krypto. And I usually don't dig pets in movies as a character. Usually it's kind of a weird thing to me. It's like, hey, there's the main character and then the pet's this other thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I wasn't expecting it with Supergirl until I saw Superman. And in that, Superman wasn't even down with the dog. And that didn't make sense to me the whole movie until I found out it was Supergirl's dog that he was taking care of or dog sitting for a while. And that really made it work. That's cross movie storytelling at a high level, where Superman doesn't really get along with this dog, and you don't really need to know that. It's not like an Easter egg kind of connection, but it's just a layer in the movie that goes on to another movie, that goes on to another franchise, and that works out. That's a great way to layer different movies of different franchises without doing the Marvel thing where everything is really super intertwined. You need to make Easter eggs that are forced in and kind of ham-fisted onto the whole situation. You can just flow as easily as you want and have these different characters showing up representing their story as part of an overall theme. And I'm actually surprised that this trailer is bringing that out of me. The music was telling the good story. I see what the story is about basically, but I still am interested in learning more. This was good and solid and a lot more than I expected. I don't know who this bad guy is that was talking about pain and having all these studs, these pieces of metal in his face talking about pain. It obviously reminded me of the other Pain, but it's not bad. I don't know this character, or maybe I do know this character and I'm just not recognizing who it is. This bad guy almost looks a little hokey. I'll see how they play it out in the actual movie, but between Lobo and Supergirl here, it's looking to be solid. Kara Zor-El as Supergirl. That's not the actor's name. That's Kara Zor-El is the Kryptonian name, by the way. Shout out to this one, man. I'm digging it. I wanted to hate on this a little more. I expected to hate on this a little more, but I really can't knock it. It did its job. It did its thing. So as far as trailer goes, this is strong. I give it an A. Solid A. I was about to give it an A-, but as I said, the hater in me just went away and I gave it an A. So let me know what you think. Is the casting right? What did this do for you? What didn't it do for you? I'm really interested to hear who wasn't going to see this but saw this and is all of a sudden like, you know what, now I need to go see this. Let me know in the comments, and if there are any worthwhile Easter eggs in here that I should be checking out, let us know that as well. Once again, my name is Mr. Benja from Show vs. Business. Usually I'm here with my co-host Theo, and we're doing a Together Pod, but now we're doing these separately. We'll see how this goes, but we'll get back together and talk some more noise as a duo in the future. But for now, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know. We'll have a chat up. If you subscribe, you'll see more videos from us more often in your feed if you like this sort of thing. And be sure to share if you know somebody who would be into it. Thank you very much, and we hope you have a good one. Peace.